For three, Edwards. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Anunoby outside. Over Randall. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch, and they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl-Anthony Towns. Now, Coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offensive end. He'll try to make Cat into a passer, get the ball out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. And Minnesota has possession. The Knicks making the shot. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots. Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Dillingham. McDaniels gets to Randall. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
That free throw good from Randall. Second free throw, no good. For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Rain man pass to Anunoby. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
Now, here's McDaniels. Randall outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Timberwolves trail by 4. And here in the first. Approaching 3 minutes play. Edwards dishes to Randall. Pass to McDaniels. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
Here's Rain Man. And he gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Randall. 1:36 left in the first quarter. Pass to Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. From the arc. And another three for Minnesota.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Hart the pass to Rainbow. On the wing, Anunoby. And here is Hart. Towns a screen on McDaniel. Hart, that's good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Dillingham. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
A developing part of McDaniel's game that could elevate him to the next level.
Here's Rainman. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
This is his first free throw of the game. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Plumlee, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Reed comes in for Randall. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Donte DiVincenzo in for Dillingham. The Knicks also changing it up. Achua, he's checked in for Towns. Malik Beasley comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Bridges. Now, here's Reed. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Rainman passes to Achua. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. A steal. Pass to Rainman. Back to Beasley. Here's Rainman. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. Group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Plumlee. Julius Randle comes in for Reed. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Dillingham subbed in for Donte DiVincenzo. And a new group in for the Knicks. Towns, he's checked in for Precious Achua. Mikal Bridges comes in for Malik Beasley. Rainman checked in for Miles McBride. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Payne. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
inside, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Yeah, Gobert making good on the threat of his height and length. Just hammering it down.
Here's Rayman. Julius Randle with the rebound. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 7. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, they call him Rain Man, and in the last game against Minnesota was a man determined. He scored 32 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun. Especially when you have it going like he did.
Here's Rayman. Misses the 3.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Hard against Randle. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Randle outside. 4 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And we've seen Randle add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from the Rain Man. Now here's Edwards. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Timberwolves on top, up by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement, and as a basketball fan, it's...
And looking at where the Knicks... And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. You have to like what we're seeing from Jaden McDaniels.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And New York, looking at who they got. Josh Hart out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Bridges. And it's Rain Man. And it's Towns in at the 5. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Randle. From the high post, he drills it. Randle's got the first bucket of the 3rd here for Minnesota.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And they continue to control the glass.
Now Dillingham, defended by Bridges. Outside Edwards. There's the screen from downtown. Edwards crashing in from outside.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Achua, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Rudy Gobert, third.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
And it's Rain Man missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Randall. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync. Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Bounce pass from Randall. In the corner, Dillingham with it. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. Malik Beasley is checked in for New York. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves. For New York, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Fires for 3. Edwards with the answer. Such a competitor.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Rain Man with the buckets.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Stripped away. And a fast break now for New York. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from the Rain Man.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Beasley against Edwards. With some arc. It's rebounded by New York. It's the Rain Man. Fires the 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dillingham. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Brunson's checked in. Reid against Hart. Reid kicks to DiVincenzo. That one's off, still out of sync. Knicks trail by 5. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Puts up a 3. Beasley with the rebound. The Knicks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Rain Man connects from 3-point range. Rain Man's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Alexander Walker. Another miss by Minnesota.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
And it's Rain Man missing. The Timberwolves shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And the wide open shot from Reid. Buries it from 3-point range. Reid's got 5 points so far.
You don't want to leave Reid any space out there. He's an efficient 3-point shooter.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
DiVincenzo with it. And go outside. It's hauled in by Achua. To the wing on the left. Here's Rain Man. Got it off in time. No good on the last second attempt there. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Joe Ingles, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Reed in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now, Alexander-Walker. Pass to DiVincenzo. Jacks up a 3. Cans it from downtown. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Here's Rain Man, and right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Rain Man's got 17 points here in the second half. Now here's DiVincenzo. Defense is right there, and it's blocked. We played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he's caught fire from long range here in the second half.
On the wing, Ingles. Defended by Bridges. Ingles can't get it to go. New York's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. And it's Rain Man missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Timberwolves passing it around. Reed gets the bucket.
And Reed is a very active player. Love seeing him be this aggressive inside.
And Anunoby slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. With the game in the balance, Coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Here's Dillingham. The shot will not fall. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Rain Man. Off target from outside. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Here's Randall. And they recover it. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game. And New York making a change here. Hart's checked in. And here's Randall. Lock at 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
And the physicality of Randall's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
Good on the second free throw. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from the Rain Man.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
Back to Randall. Pass to McDaniels. This one for 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. They grab their own miss. Here's Rain Man. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniel.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rain Man. Oh, and they take the lead. Rain Man's got 31 points.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Edwards inside. He's against Bridges.
You would like the system to save your place in line. Then call you back when the specialist is available.
Now here's McDaniels. To the paint. Yes!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Rain Man passes to Bridges. No good on the 3. And the Timberwolves with possession here. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That's his first foul. .46 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Rebounded by Hart.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Stolen by McDaniels. Oh, here's Edwards. He's tightly guarded. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
It counts. Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And talking about the approach now. What are they?